So take the age-appropriate women, okay? They all deserve it too. So, okay, every year, every show we do here, I have one favorite comic. So this is my favorite comic. I know her from a lot of different things. She's an engineer. She's really smart. But also, she's been doing comedy and really trying every single week. I'm so happy to have her on the show. I wonder her last time, but she was so busy. Please, Deco Lounge, welcome to stage my favorite, Sarah Moon King!
Okay, Deco Lounge. I don't know where I got the idea, but I thought this was a clean show. So I spent all afternoon taking out my fucks and pussy jokes. And then I show up here tonight, and we got Adam Smith, and we got squirting in the mouth. Anyway, before I start, I want to say a big thank you to Michael Patton from the bottom of my heart. He is the godfather of Tulsa comedy. Yeah, he, the godfather. He's powerful, connected, gets things done. He kills people, puts them in the river. Oh, no, that's the godfather. But Michael does wear suits, so I think you can see same. So I appreciate Michael. I am brand new at comedy, brand new. I started in January, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I've done it 19 times. So if I was learning to play golf, I just finished my first round. So I am now a professional. No, comedy is so hard. Oh my God. It's terrifying. It's like that dream where you're naked in the middle of the street and people are staring at you and you're terrified, and it just happens over and over and over again. That's what comedy's like. But I'm always trying to recruit people to comedy because I think everybody's got a funny bone and everybody should try it. I do need to work on my sales pitch though a little bit. Might take out the word frightening, But no, I learned a lot. I've learned a lot in this process of learning to do comedy. One of the things that was unexpected, I had to watch my own videos over and over to get improvements. And I don't know if I improved, but one thing I noticed was that I am no longer thin. I think I knew it on some level, but those videos, wow. So I had to do something. I brought back body shaming. Just for me though, just for me, not you guys. You guys are beautiful. Don't do it. But I had to do something, and I wasn't gonna fucking diet or exercise. Right?
I fucking love her.
I'm old now. I didn't used to be old. I was young. I was very young for a very long time. So I'm old now. I'm trying to get used to it. And if anybody else has gotten old, you know that different parts of yourself age at a different rate. My mind is still very young. I'm energetic. I love to have fun. My boobs, though.
Sweet titties.
Thanks for the vote of support, Adam, on the titties. But I got to tell you what's really going on. So they went on a race to the finish line. Both of them, they're done. They're there. The right one got there first, and the left one got there immediately after. Was a photo finish, but I'll tell you, if I laid those things on a shelf, they would lay flat like a pancake, and both nipples would stare up into the sky. It happened this afternoon in my backyard. Tiny aliens landed in my backyard from outer space. They thought the nipples were two little runway lights. Okay. So that happened, and then shortly after, the government started crawling over my privacy fence. So I got the heck out of there. I came here. I'm not really a comedian, but I didn't know where else to go. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. No, I'm so old. At one point, I thought O.J. Simpson was a football player. So I moved to Tulsa in 2019 and immediately took a defensive driving class on Peoria in Brookside. It wasn't so much a class as it was an obstacle course. And at the end, I did not get a certificate, but I did get a deep sense of relief that I was still alive. I moved here from rural Kansas, and I've been moved around my whole life. My dad moved us around, my husband moved us around. I reached a certain point in life, and I decided I was going to live wherever the fuck I wanted to live. And I chose Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's right. But when I talk to people who live in Tulsa, they say to me, you could have lived anywhere. You chose Tulsa. And I say, yes, I love it here.
I moved here from Hawaii.
And they say, well, what about the potholes? And I say, I've got a plan for those. Somebody pisses me off, I'm going to set them on fire, throw them to the bottom of a pothole on Lewis. I'll get away with it too. They can't climb up out of there, and the smell of marijuana will cover up anything else. I came from Kansas. I did a divorce when I lived in Kansas. It's okay. It was 14 years ago, and he's never been happier. But I did some online dating for about 12 years after my divorce. I'm a slow learner. I did some online dating, and the men in Kansas, they're experiencing a high level of rejection now, higher than any point in history. The world is changing all around them, and fortunately they're responding with intelligence, grace, and curiosity. No. No, they're not. I can't talk about men though, I'm virtually undateable. My love language is time. Alone. Also, I have moods. I thought I was getting my moods pretty well under control, but the National Weather Service called me and they said, well, we are going to start naming your moods like we name hurricanes. And at first I was pissed off. But then I thought about it for a while and I started to warm up to the idea. Even I could use some advance notice most days. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I was raised very isolated, and I continued on that path until the age of 37, when I found myself divorced. And at that time, thank you. I will pause for applause on that.
Told me.
At that time, I found myself staring down the barrel of my own sexual awakening. I had kicked that can down the road as far as I could. It was pretty epic though. It was a gift I gave myself freely. But it was planned. There were charts and graphs. There was a bucket list. At one point I found myself naked in an olive grove on an island in Greece with a guy from Hyderabad, India. And you might ask yourself how a shy girl from rural Kansas found herself reenacting her own Mamma Mia story. And I will tell you, it was Tinder. I embraced Tinder as my guiding light during this time. Tinder was created in 2012, and I was naked in Greece, spring of 2013. Thank you guys. I'm Sarah.
Sarah Kane. Okay, we have 3 more comics left. 3 more, about 20 minutes. So our next comic, I'm so happy. I really like this guy in particular because of his energy, his